Laser Focus Mentoring. We are going to talk about you today. We're going to talk about, are you really being yourself? Are you living your best life? I first want to say thank you so much for joining this broadcast. I so much appreciate you wherever you are listening to this, whether you're on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, Periscope, or where I'm broadcasting this from HAPS. Woot, woot. So happy weekend, everybody. As you're joining in, please say hello in the chat stream. I want to say a big hello to you. Please introduce yourself. Please let me know where you're coming in from. And I appreciate, if you don't mind, if you do enjoy my content, please like or love the broadcast and please share it out. Share, share, share. So happy weekend, everybody. Hi, John. How are you? Thank you so much for coming in. Hello from St. Petersburg. Hello. Hi there, St. John. Hello, Lorenzo. How are you? Thank you so much for coming on in. Welcome in from Florida. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for coming in. Hi from Sydney. Thank you so much for joining in. Hi from Illinois. Hello, hello. Hey, Jeff Carlin from Malala. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for coming on in. Welcome in. How are you all? Thank you so much. Do you, Jeff? Thank you so much. Thanks so much for coming in. Thanks, Jeff, for the compliment. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. What's happening, everybody? How's everybody's day? How's your weekend so far, everybody? We're going to get into the broadcast. We're going to talk about the title. It is your time to really live. So we're going to talk about that and what does that mean. So please like the broadcast. Please, I love it. Please share it out. I appreciate it. So everybody, how many of you really want to make this year really great? How many of you need to get a little bold? Do something new. Do something new. Hi there. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you, Jeff. You know what? It actually doesn't really show the color in this lighting. So thank you. New look, everybody, is that it is actually copper. My hair is copper colored. So out of this light, it is really, really, really copper. But thank you so much, Jeff. I appreciate that. So yeah, how many of you really want 2021? You want it to be the year that you really want to really, really live, right? And so what does that mean? I want to hear from you. Thank you, Jeff. Oh, Nikki, thank you. Thank you. Hi, Nikki. How are you? Thank you so much for coming in. How are you? So I want to know, everybody, I want to hear the definition from you. What does it really mean to you? And I want you to think about this for a second. Don't just like throw anything out there. I want to know, what does it mean to you to really live? Jeff, I know you've got an answer to this. Nikki, I know you do. I want to hear, what does it really mean to you to really live? And maybe that's kind of like, you know what, you don't even know, and maybe you need to get clarity on it. But I want to hear, like, what are some things? So for me, you know what? It's not feeling pressured to do anything I don't want to do. So that's one thing. That's one thing for me. I'm going to get the conversation going, and then I want you all to join in, okay? So one of the things for me is, for me to really live, is for me, I don't want to have to do things, feel pressured to do anything. So only do things that bring me joy. Okay? For me to really live is for me to be able to be myself with no apologies and not have to try to be perfect. That's another thing for me. So I want to hear from you. What does it really mean for you to really live? No negativity against myself. I love that. Jeff Carlin says, so thank you, Mari, for saying that. Jeff says, peace in my life. Hi, Natalie. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys. Thank you. Peace in my life. So Get Noticed with Nikki says, for me to really live is to be unapologetic in what you really value. Right. That, you know what, you don't feel like you're walking on eggshells. How many of you are like, amen, right? friends, people who are supposedly your friends, family, people that you work with. Like, you don't want to be walking on, like, feel like you're walking on eggshells, right? You want to be able to be yourself, and you want to be like really yourself. You want to be able to joke around. You want to be able to really just be able to feel like you could just be yourself, right? More freedom to be me. I love that, Lorenzo. What else, everybody? When you say it's really time for you to really live, what else does that bring up? Does it mean you need to try something? That you need to be bold with something? That you need to, like, that dream that you're thinking of, that trip that you want to go on, that job you want to go for, to really live? Does it mean that, you know what, you really should really be going for that? Freedom of expression. I love that, Nikki. Yes, I love that. Thanks, everybody. If this is kind of resonating with you, if you wouldn't mind sharing it out, or maybe tagging someone that needs to hear this broadcast. So it's time to really live. And I know, Jeff, someone needs to hear this, right? Like, how many of you in life, and I'm just talking about this in general, how many of you have really been, let's see, what's the word for it? I got to think of the right word. Is that not sacrificing? Is that, you know what, sacrificing too much to try to please somebody else? Thank you so much, Natalie, for the super hearts, right? How many of you have really not sacrificed in a good way, that you have lost yourself? How many of you, and I know I'm yelling because I'm excited to be here, how many of you have ever had in your life a time that you go, you know what, I totally lost myself? No longer. It's really time to live. Like, no longer am I going to keep quiet. No longer am I going to be hanging around people that, you know what, don't really love me. No longer am I going to get in crappy relationships. This could be, you know, personal relationships, like boyfriend, girlfriend, partner relationships, or this could be friendships, right? Like, no longer am I going to take other people's crap. Like, it's really time to live. I'm only going to surround myself with people who really love me. I'm only going to surround myself with people that, you know what, that really, truly respect me. Does that ring a bell to anybody? Put a 1 inside the chat stream. No longer am I going to be like, you know what, I'm just going to suck it up and just, you know what, it's okay, I'll just be miserable for a period of time. Like Jeff said, Jeff Carlin said about peace, right? That, you know what, peace. It's time to have peace in your life. How many of you need to have peace in your life? How many of you need to stop, like, worrying about what other people think about your goals? Oh my gosh. I've been in a prison in my mind for 10 years. Wow. Nikki says the ability to try something new, right? How many of you need to try something new? So it's kind of funny on my, broadcast the other day, I was telling people, yeah, I'm going to my hairdresser and that sort of thing. And I've been literally thinking about this. I'm like, you know what? It's time to do something different. How many of you put your favorite emojis in the chat stream? I want to hear in the chat stream if you really are, like, saying to yourself, I really want to do something different. And this is such a minor example because it's hair, right? But I was like, I'm going to my hairdresser. It's 2021. I want to be the example to do something different. To do something different. So you know what? Yeah, why not? Right? Like, try it. Try something different. And so I went to my hairdresser with some pictures and I said, go for it. Go for what you think. And she's like, I'm so excited. And I'm like, I am too. And so, you know what? You get so comfortable. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do something different. And so I hope this inspires you. For those of you that don't know, I'm typically a bright blonde. And I said, you know what? I want to do something different. I want to inspire people to go, you know what? It's time to go for it. And you know what? Pretty much nothing is undoable. Meaning that, you know what? It's hair. You can change it back. If you don't like a business that you start, you can stop it, right? If you don't like a job, you can go somewhere else. If you date somebody, you put yourself out there and it's not working out, you can get rid of that relationship, right? So, the topic of this broadcast, everybody, is it's time for you to really live. So, I hope that this very, very minor example gives you some kicks in the duff, some inspiration to go, you know what? I need to flip and go for it. I need to go for it. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff, right? So how many of you put a 1 inside the chat stream if you need to go for it? Thank you so much for the Super Heart Award. I really appreciate it. Hey, Joan. Joan, thank you so much for coming in. I don't know why I can't scroll up on the comments. It rings a bell, right? So I hope it is just a little inspiration to go, you know what? It's probably not gonna kill you, right? Is that why not try it? You know what? You're more capable than what you believe, right? Is that if it doesn't work, you can change it up, right? Right? Thank you, Joan. Thanks for coming in, right? So I want you to think about, everybody. I want you to think about something that you need to do and try. Do something different like I did today, right? I'm like 2021. I want to inspire people to do something different because guess what? You've been doing the same old thing for a long time and you want something different so bad. And you know what? You've been procrastinating. You think you're not capable enough. You don't think you're qualified enough. You think people smarter than you. Guess what? There are people smarter than you. Guess what? There are people more beautiful than you. Yes, there are more people more capable than you. But guess what? Nobody is you. And that is what makes you you. I always say this on social media. Your uniqueness is your brilliance. So I want somebody to put that inside the chat stream. Your uniqueness is your brilliance. Take that in for a second, everybody. People are always going to be more beautiful and more handsome than you. Someone's always going to be smarter than you, right? Somebody always, you can always make an excuse. You can always say something, but nobody is you. And that's why people are going to do business with you. That's why people are attracted to you. Not everybody, but the right people. You know what? It doesn't matter what other people think, right? It's not their life, it's your life. Again, back to this minor example. Did I go telling people and get people's opinions and ask if I should do this? Should I do this with my hair? What should I do? I didn't even tell my husband. I just said, expect a change today. Right? Absolutely. Thank you so much for the Super Heart, Murray. Exactly. Guys, gals, please, 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 please. Remember this. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Joan. Thank you. Your uniqueness is your brilliance. Life flies by, everybody. Life flies by. As you guys know, I work around a lot of people that are 60 and above. And the thing that they always say is that they wish they would have lived more, would have gone for it more, wouldn't have worried so much in their life what people think. I've been in business for a long time, everybody. Do some people not resonate with me? Absolutely. Are there some people that do? Absolutely. Do I make mistakes? Absolutely. Do I have all the answers? Absolutely not. And you know what I do, everybody? And I know some people in here need to hear this. When somebody asks me a question and I don't know the answer to it, what do? Do I try to like fluff around it? Do I try to like, sweet talk myself through it? You know what I say? I have no idea. I'm like, you know what? I have no idea how to answer that question. I don't know the answer to that. But then, you know what I follow it up with? I'm going to find out. How many of you are holding back on a business idea? How many of you are holding back on putting together a service and putting it out there because you don't think that you know enough, that you don't have all the answers? Nobody does. Nobody does. All the time at work. You know what? I'm supposed to be the expert in what I do, right? All the time someone will go, well, you know what? Here you go. This is what I want you to do. And now you know what I say? Quite honestly, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Or if somebody asks me a question, hey, what about this? What should I do about this? And if I have no idea, the best answer, the real leadership answer is that, you know what? You have no idea, but you know what? You're going to find out. Right, Joan? Absolutely. Jeff says, right. I wish I didn't care sooner about giving up about anybody, right? Yeah, nobody's perfect. Hi, Sarah. Yeah, please message me. I missed you too. I walked in the door. He's like, he loved it. He loved it, Jeff. He's just like, oh my gosh, I have a brand new wife. Anyways, I miss you guys. You know what, Sarah? I am on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm over. Hi, Be Inspired. How are you? So everybody, this is what I want you to do for an exercise, okay? Is that get a piece of paper. You know I get excited. First of all, let me introduce myself again, okay? I am Cynthia Bazin. Thank you so much for being here. If you are on Facebook, say hello. If you're on YouTube, say hello. If you're on Twitter or Periscope, please let me know. If you're on Haps, please say hello in the chat stream below. If you're loving this broadcast, please love it. I appreciate it. Please share it out if you can. Also, the comments, just interacting with me is just huge. I just love it. And I'm on here most days during the week, typically, to just send a positive message, to give you some real life tips, something to think about. So the topic of the day is it's time for you to really live. So what area of your life do you need to do that? So do you need to create those boundaries? I have a heater on a little bit just to keep me warm. Do you need to create the strongest boundaries? And don't apologize for it, because you need to reduce and eliminate negativity out of your life. Do you need to, there's something you want to do, whether it's a new look, whether it's go for a new job, start a business, end a business, remove people off your social media, develop new friendships, end one that's toxic and negative. Whatever it is your time to really live. And I just want to inspire you. Once you do it, once you go for it, once you stop that thing that you need to stop, how many of you can relate to this? It feels like a 500-pound weight lifted off your shoulders. How many of you have ever done anything scary that, you know what, you totally didn't want to do, but then afterwards goes, why did I wait so long? Why did I wait so darn long? Right? Oh, I appreciate you being inspired. You're on Twitter. Awesome. Hi, Linda. Right? So I hope this really resonates with you. So anybody have a question? If anybody has a question real quick, I can stand here for a couple minutes tonight. I'm thrilled. Is that if anybody has a question that's related to the broadcast, let me see if I can answer it. And if not, I'm going to jump off of here. But I am on social media everywhere, everybody. I'm on Instagram, my Facebook page. I would love for you to be part of my Facebook page. It's facebook.com/thesmartchick. I would love for you to be part of that. I'm on Instagram at The Smart Chick. I'm over on Twitter. I'm over on LinkedIn under Cynthia Bazin. I would love for you to connect with me. There you go, Jeff. I love it. I love it. So anyways, if there aren't any questions, I'm going to jump off of here. But just really, this is what I really want you to think about. How is it that you really need to live? Okay. Who do you need to surround yourself with to really support you? I'm here to support you. I've got your back, right? My thing is this: do you? You know what? Your plan might be not what I want to do. It doesn't matter. It's not my plan, it's your plan. A good friend, right, doesn't want you to hurt yourself, right? Keeps you safe. But just because it's not my plan doesn't mean it's the wrong plan. There are so many different roads to success, right? Can someone say, boom, there's so many roads to happiness? Is that, you know what? Real true living begins when you don't give a flippin' hoot about what this one's going to think, what that one's going to think. Oh, I need to make sure that this one is happy with me or that one's happy with me. No. Real living is that you dig deep. You start eliminating those negative, toxic people out of your life or creating the greatest boundaries for those people out of your life. And you really start doing the inner work about what's going to make you happy, what's going to make you peaceful, what's going to make you joyful, what's going to, at the end of the day, when you are 70, 80, 90 years old and you're looking back on your life, that you can look back at your life and say, you know what? Dang, you know what? That was quite a ride. Right? How many of you, I want you to just fast forward to your 70s, 80s, 90s, okay? And go, you know what? Do you want to go, gosh, you know what? I have so many regrets. Or do you want to say, dang, that was a wild ride. And you know what? Some things worked, some things didn't. But you know what? I have absolutely no flipping regrets. Come on now, everybody. Join me. Join me in doing that. You want to be 70, 80, 90, 100 years old. And when people go tell me about your life, you want to be able to say, I have no regrets, baby. How do you break ties with no regrets? Break ties and what? Be inspired. Break ties with a person? Because you know what? Be inspired. You break ties when you know yourself and you weigh the positives and the negatives. And you know that when you need to break a tie, you know that you're doing it for both parties. That, you know what? But especially yourself, for self-preservation, for peace, for happiness, for emotional health. I don't know if that resonates with you, but that's what's coming to my mind right now. How many of you can relate to that? When you break ties, when you need to break ties, you know that, you know what? You need your mental health. You need your physical health. You need to stop the stress. You need to start getting peace in your life. When you can answer those questions and you really are clear about it, you'll be able to break those ties. Thank you, Natalie. And Be Inspired says needs to end the people pleasing. Absolutely. Exactly, Jeff. I had a wonderful life. Richie, whatever you want, man. You know what I mean? Is that, you know what? You do you. I know this. I want to live a happy, long life, right? Oh, thanks, Patricia. You know, I have something like really nice under this, but I got kind of cold, so I just threw a jacket on. Yeah, thank you. It's not really put together, but you know, hey, you know what? I'm just being me, right? We're talking about that. We're just being ourselves. I just broke a big tie and knew it was the right thing to do. Do I regret losing the friendship? Yes, but it had to happen. Oh, wow, Joan, you're going to have to update me. You're going to have to update me. So wonderful, everybody. I love it. Put a one inside the chat stream if this broadcast resonated with you. I hope it really did. So 2021, everybody. I hope that you worked on this stuff in 2020, but I know, let me just tell you, it is hard. It's hard to do something different. It's hard to break ties sometimes. It's hard to break through fear. But I'm telling you right now, if you need a mentoring session, if you need someone to hold you accountable and have your back, I'm always here for you. Okay? Is that this is one of the things that I always say when you're fearful of something. I know, Patricia, I know. Just decided 2021, why not do something different? And I hope it inspires people to do things differently. What was I going to say? Oh, I talked to Jeff about this the other day. Everybody listen up. Put just an emoji in the chat stream if you're listening. This is important because it's really fearful sometimes to do things. It's fearful to break through, trying something new. It's fearful. It's scary to break ties when maybe you've known somebody for a long time. To stop doing something. Sometimes we get so comfortable in what we're doing, it's hard to stop something. But you know what? Is that when that fear creeps in, this is what I told Jeff the other day. I want you to think about something 10 times worse. At least it's not this. Like some people are fearful of getting the vaccine, like they don't like shots. Any of you like that you don't like getting a shot? You're kind of fearful of that. And I say, you know what? At least you're not getting beaten up to a pulp on the side of the road, right? Or you're not giving birth, or, you know what I mean? You're not going through, and I say this with all respect, some terrible medical treatment, right? It's a flippin' shot. Sometimes we build our fear up so much to unreasonable heights when it's really not that bad. Hi, George. Do one every day. How are you, George? It's hard if you get forced to do the same thing, totally different, right? Thank you, Be Inspired. So you know what? Yeah. So you know what? Listen, I'm not a natural born speaker. I've been given the opportunity to do speaking engagements in front of thousands of people. Do you think I was fearful? Absolutely. What did I do before I went on stage? First of all, I said, suck it up, Buttercup. Number two, I reminded myself that, you know what, everything's going to be okay. And I think about something that's so much worse than going out on stage and talking out to a crowd of people. And it really calms me down and says, you know what, calm down. It's really not going to be that bad. Hi, Justin. How are you, George? Where have you been? I haven't seen you. I've been here. I'm everywhere, George. This is being broadcasted on HAPS, but it's also being broadcasted on Periscope, on Twitter, on YouTube. At least it should be. All right, everybody. Come on, give me some last comments, everybody. Did you enjoy this? Thank you, everybody. If you have not liked the broadcast, please do so. Love it if you really loved it. Share it out if you don't mind. That would be amazing. Thank you so much, everybody, for the hearts, the super awards. Love it. Natalie says, this month has been terrible for me. I had COVID, and I had to put my dog down. I'm so sorry, Natalie. Do you know the COVID thing? Crazy what people are going through. I'm sorry about that. And I'm a huge dog lover. I'm so sorry. And on Facebook too. Yay, you're on YouTube. I love it. Thanks for coming in, Mystic Deanna. Oh, George, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. You know, since Periscope is going away in March, I decided I decided to do HAPS. And HAPS does the platforms that kind of, when it works, efficiently, which it does most times, it gets it out to the other platforms. So I really like everybody here on HAPS. So, oh, thank you. I was late, but you seem nice. Thank you. Hi, Ken. How are you, Ken? Nice to see you, my friend. Hi, David. We all will get through, right? Absolutely, Patricia. No fear. I love it. I love it. I love it. How are you, Ken Loring? Guys, you guys are amazing. There's some awesome people here. Oh, sorry to hear that. Thank you, Joan. I appreciate you. And I look forward. Joan and I are going to get together sometime soon. We're arranging a time in a couple weeks. I'm so excited about that. Oh, other comments are finally showing up. Yay. So let me give a big shout out to all the different platforms. First of all, let's start with HAPS. If you are not subscribed here on HAPS, please do so. Click the subscribe so you know when I come in next, okay? If you are on YouTube, Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Facebook, woot, woot, woot. We've got I think over 7,000 amazing, amazing people on my Facebook page. Thank you so much for being here. Twitter, if you're on Twitter, I love tweeting with you. I love my Twitter family, especially in the mornings. Join me on Twitter. We have a morning chat every single morning at the Smart Chick. And also, let's see, where did I miss? Periscope, my amazing Periscope family. I'm so sad that Periscope is going away, but you know what? Life is all about change, and life is all about flexibility and adjusting and going with the flow. And so I'm very, very happy to be here on HAPS. Hi, Ken, my good friend. All right, everybody, I'm going to wish you a great, great night. So, Ken, what do you think? Did I get a new do? That you'll have to catch the beginning of the broadcast. I said it's time to really live, and it's time to do something new. Right? Thank you so much, Justin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lorenzo, I really appreciate it. Thank you, George. Everybody, I'm Cynthia Bazin. I hope this has inspired you. If not tonight, if it's late, tomorrow morning, do something new, start a new habit. Do something different. Drive a different path. Walk a different walk. Speak a different walk. Speak life into people more than you've ever spoken life into people. Break through that fear and say, I don't give a flip. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm not going to be perfect. I'm not going to try to be perfect. I am capable. I am beautiful. I am qualified. My uniqueness is my brilliance, like I talked about earlier. Everybody, I hope this inspires at least one person. And please message me and let me know if you end up doing something new and you start living more based on this Kick in the Duff broadcast. So have a great night, Natalie. I appreciate you. Patricia, new change. I love it. Be inspired. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Justin, for being here. George for being here. Lorenzo for being here. My awesome friend, Jeff Carlin. Smashing. Thank you, Ken. Right? Everybody, you're going to make mistakes. Joan, thank you so much for coming in. Love you guys so much. I love you guys. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Please, please, please message me. Let me know in private. You don't have to do it here. What most resonated with you and how can I best support you? And do you need a mentoring session? Go to smartchick.me, SMARTCHIC.me if you want an accountability mentor. You want a clarity mentor. You need someone to help get you that clarity you need so you really move forward. I want to hear from you, okay? You are the best too, David. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Thank you, guys. Love you guys. Love you, love you, love you. Bye. See you, everybody. Have a great, great night. Love you guys. I believe in you. It's time for you to really live, and I am here for you. Totally. Bye.